right, there is no debate on this one. Davi's a-hole of the week, a manager bragging about underpaying employees.
Mercedes S. Johnson took to her Facebook page to brag about her day at work. She said, I just offered a candidate $85,000 for a job that had a budget of $130,000. I offered her that because that's what she asked for. I personally don't have the bandwidth to give lessons on salary negotiation. Here's the lesson. Always ask for the salary you want and deserve, no matter how large you think it might be. You never know how much money a company has to work with. Hashtag be confident. So I understand what she was trying to do.
It was not the message so much as the delivery.
Yes, I understand what she was trying to do. But she is being dragged on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. That's how you know you got messed
Yo, you
up.
get dragged on LinkedIn?
You can get dragged on LinkedIn.
That's a nasty day.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Me neither. Yikes.
People are in droves going, forgot my password to LinkedIn, so they could go and investigate this woman and complain about her because she's like a hiring manager at this company, and I think she's going to get fired now because she was bragging on her Facebook page about this, where employees were easily able to screen grab this and post it on every other forum. So yeah, you know you messed up when you're getting dragged on LinkedIn.
I honestly, is it like, because I've only been on LinkedIn to sign in.
Same.
To sign up just so I could help a friend out. That's the only time I've ever been to leave him a good review because his book was awesome, right?
Yeah.
But I've never used it past that. Is there like a Facebook post thing where you could just start ripping on people?
Apparently.
I don't even know.
I had no idea because, again, I just was told I had to be on there one day, like 15 years ago. So I logged in, immediately forgot my password. I get emails every day from LinkedIn that's like, 14 people might have been looking for you. You should log in today and check it out. And I'm like, you're so sad and desperate. Go to the Facebook graveyard, you know? But like, yes, she is hopefully learning her lesson. From Queen Flourish on Twitter, she says, okay, meanwhile, she had the bandwidth to get on Twitter and Facebook and type this out instead of saying to their future employee, our budget allows for $130K. Will that work for you? They're like, it's that easy. It's that easy. Why undercut somebody and then brag about it online where your other employees can go,
Right.
How much more could I have got? So
It causes so much turmoil in the workplace now. Like, that was so stupid.
Yeah. So like Magnus the Great on Reddit is like, employees don't always know their worth, and that's fine, but a boss knows and pays accordingly and justly for what they think the work is worth, and it should be normal. Like, he's like defending her, and I'm like, no, that ain't right. And then suspicious ad 9457 says, recruiter here. Someone asked me for 80,000 a few months ago. I gave them 120 because it's important. Ripping people off is a surefire way to lose employees. Don't be like this idiot. And someone else was like, I asked for, my boss gave me double the wage I asked for when I first started. And I continue to work with him to this day for over 18 years. He's been an employee of this company because he was like, I'll take this much an hour. And the boss was like, well, this is in our budget. Will that work for you? And it was twice as much. That's beautiful. That should always be happening.
Who typically makes the first move? Or is it just depending on the industry, whether it's the company or the potential employee? As far as throwing a number out.
It's so hard to ask those questions here because this isn't the real world. Radio is just not the real world. I ask you guys for what you want first.
Yeah, I've seen both.
Yeah.
I've had companies like tell me, and then I've had companies ask me, and I used to hate when they asked me because I never knew what to ask for.
Yeah. I asked you, and then you came back with an offer, and then I laughed, and then I countered. and then I countered.
You know what's
That's how it works.
You know, some of the best advice I ever got from somebody in radio was you don't give them a number, you give them a lifestyle. So you tell them what kind of house you want to have, how many vacations you want to go on, like the life you want to have, and be like, I want the salary that's going to provide me with that life.
I have never heard that before.
Yeah.
Interesting,
Me either.
huh?
Yeah.
I've encountered both though, where they offer you an amount and it's like, okay, I guess I'll show up for that interview. and then there's the other where they ask you first, and it's really nerve-wracking because you're like, they're gonna laugh in my face, but I'll say this: laughing in your face is best case scenario, like the worst case scenario. Sorry, they could just go, okay, we can only do this, much less than that. But how dare she be like, oh, you want 85,000? Fine. When you know but it's not even your money to play with.
I know.
It's someone else's money that you're being mean with. And a lot of people someone was like, I was on a Zoom interview for a job. And I asked for 75,000. The Zoom interview meeting, scrapped the host of the meeting, ended the meeting, was like, oops, accident, really quickly called the girl and was like, you can ask for 120,000.
Really?
You didn't hear it from me. Hung up and then restarted the meeting, re-invited everybody. Everybody got on there and she was like, yeah, you guys didn't hear. Okay, 130,000. She just went higher because the manager on the inside was like, let me tell you how to be more confident. So people are sharing their stories like that left and right to get away from this mentality that stupid Mercedes S. Johnson has. And it's not even your money to be stingy with. What is wrong with you?
The Bert Show.